तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्ततामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः। देवाय तस्मै नमः, देवाय तस्मै नमः। Speaking of the glories of the Lord, many different characters of the Puranas are also mentioned. In the verse number 29 and 30 we read. Verse number 29. Anantaschasmi naganam varuno yadasamaham pitrunam aryama chasmi yamasayyamakam aham प्रह्लादश्चास्मि दैत्यानां कालकलयतामहं मृगाणां च मृगेन्द्रोऽहं वैनतेयश्च पक्षिणाम्। Prahladaha means one who is very glad. How many of us are very glad? Most of them are sad. Even if you are glad, we make others sad. I'm glad that you're sad. So, glad means inner joy, not out of external achievements, accomplishments. Happy within, and such a person alone really can give happiness to everyone all the time. If we are happy because of some reason, then if the reason or the happenings go away, then we are also back to sad. That's why when they call us for any program, I tell them very clearly, the topic should be very clear. It should not be sad sang. It will be satsang. They put SAD. So it's not sad guru. No, not sad guru. Sadguru. SAT. It's not SAD. So, Sat means that which is true, real. So when we are aware of what is real in us, which is unchanging, which is blissful, then only there is glad. Prahlada. Prakashena kladatvat. One who is ever glad. And he is son of Hiranyakashipu. One who is ever angry and upset. And as you know the story, Hiranyakashipu was, killed by because of his own wrongdoings. It is not that anybody wanted to kill him. Because his own wrongdoings, he was punished. Even as he was punished, Prahlada, the son, said, "Oh, make my father, release my father from the hell and send him to heavens." And Narasimha, who was none other than Bhagavan Vishnu's avatar, gave that boon. Prahlada's son was Virochana. Virochana, as I said last time, the Rakshasatva skips one generation. So, Prahlada was such a great devotee, his son became a Rakshasa. It happens to your life also. but his son was Mahabali. Mahabali became a great king, and in Kerala they celebrate the greatest king ever ruled there in that part of the country is Mahabali. Prahladaschasmi daityanam kala kalayatamaham. Among the reckoners, it is kala, time, that which is calculated. Among the things that we use for determining certain things, time is a major factor. And that is what I am. Mriganam Mriga Indra Aham. I am the king among the Mriga. Mriga means constantly searching for prey. Mriga Yati, meaning that which is constantly searching for sustenance. If we are also like that, then we are only Mrigas only. We are all two-legged Mrigas. Gurudev used to say, we are, instead of four-legged, we are two-legged. And if you are constantly searching for happiness, they are also Mriga only. Animals are those constantly animated to gain their sustenance, and they are not looking for anything else. So Mriganam, Mriga Indraha, that is king of all of them, I am the lion. Vainate yascha pakshinam. Among the pakshis, the birds, aham, Vinata son Vainateya. That is Garuda. It is a vehicle of Lord Vishnu. If you see very beautifully, the Bhagavan, in our concept of gods in Hinduism, all gods have got vehicles. These vehicles are constantly watching the Lord and guarding him, and they are the greatest devotees of the Lord. As you see in a Shiva temple, you will see Nandi right sitting in front of him. And what does he do? Looking at the iPad. Oh no, looking at the Lord all the time. That is what is the nature of a devotee. Ever concentrated upon the Lord. Similarly, if you go to any Vishnu Mandir or Krishna, then you will see there Garuda. And he is a vehicle, that Garuda is the vehicle for the Lord. What does it mean? Devotee's mind is the vehicle of the Lord. If you get a devotee, Bhagavad Bhakta, then you already got Bhagavan only. Because the God's devotees are those who are so one-pointedly seeking him. Such a mind is very rare indeed. And if you are in company of such a person, you will also go into that same temperament or same ability to maintain the constant attention upon the Lord. And interestingly, even though the devotee like Nandi or Garuda are vehicles of the Lord, Bhagavan, what he does, he keeps the vehicle symbol on his flag. So Bhagavan's grace is so much that you are my devotee, I will keep you above me. If you see in a Vishnu Mandir, the Garuda is on the flag. For Subramanya, it is the peacock on the top. And if you look at if you Bhagavan Shiva, it is Nandi as a flag. So it is to say symbolically, Hinduism is full of symbolism. Every religion is full of symbolism only. Without symbol, you cannot understand the unknown. If you are saluting the American flag on July 4th, you are not saluting the China-made American flag. You are saluting the flag that is standing for the ambition, the vision, the determination of the American nation. In the same way, the flag represents something, not the cloth, not the colors, but the purpose for which the country or the nation is built. So, in the same way, the symbols in any religion is unavoidable. If you see a cross, it is nothing but wood, one wood like this, one wood like that. Piece of wood this way, piece of wood. But what does it mean? The sacrifice, the compassion of the Lord of Christ, who had given up his life for the sake of others. So in the same way, every religion has got symbols. Similarly, the flag symbolizes that the Lord keeps his devotee always at the highest esteem. Though he is the servant as though. So Bhagavan says, I am the servant of my servant. In fact, as I told you in the last session also, or previously, that Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, they were the Dwarapalakas of Bhagavan Vishnu. Jaya Vijayas. When they were cursed, he took care of them while coming down every time to save them. And they get them back to, hey, you are too far away, too long you are away from my boat door. Go back. So, Bhagavan makes sure that out of his compassion, he uplifts the devotees. Tesham sadadittanam bhajatam priti purvakam. Those who are continuously chanting or remembering me, I become samudharta. I become the very uplifter of my devotees. So Vainateya, that is Garuda. Garuda's brother is Aruna, elder brother, and he was taken as the charioteer by Lord Sun. He is the sun. That's why Arunamodaya, the one who comes before Sun, he is Aruna. Now continuing in 31 here. Pavana pavatam Rama Shastra Bhritamaham Jashanam Makaraschasmi Srotasamasmi Jahnavi Pavana Pavatamasmi Rama Shastra Bhritamaham Jashanam Makaraschasmi Srotasamasmi Jahnavi. In the 5 elements that make a matter, space, air, fire, water and earth, these are the 5 elements with which our body is made. Everything is made of these 5. This is called Prapancha. Pancham Mahabhutei Kritam Vishwam. This world is none other than that which is the modification of the 5 elements, basic elements. And among them, what is perceived is all the earth, most perceived. And any element is capable of cleaning anything else. Like anything made of physical earth, that can be cleaned by earth itself. Like for example, if our body is an external body is nothing but earthly matter, the soap that you use is also earth only, chemical, with which only you wash and clean it up. Water also is capable of cleaning. And the best way of cleaning your body at the end is to burn it. When the body is no more useful, the jiva has left, then that becomes a very dangerous physical, it's at least other animals' bodies, they will embalm it and save it. But the human body, nobody is bury it or burn it. So fire is also a thing which purifies. Water is a purifier. Earth is a purifier. Air is a purifier. Vacuum, that's air with which you purify. Space is the only one which cannot be used as a purifier. Therefore, here we see that among the purifier, the one which instantly purifies is the fire. And when you are cooking also, basically you are making the food by cooking, making sure that all the unwanted germs, etc. are killed, which cannot be done by just water or by any other means. Fire is the one which can do that. Gold can be made pure by fire only. So, and all the same, sun is the greatest purifier. When you are exposed to sun, then obviously your body gains greater strength and energy, destroying all the unwanted things in your body. But in spite of living in Southern California, we still lack vitamin D. Why? Because we don't go out from the building, jump into the car. In between walking towards that parking lot, Swamiji, it is too far away. But 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, 2 minutes or more. Swamiji, is the closest possible parking lot available? Even for going to workout, we use elevators. I'm going for workout, but elevators. Why not use that also? You workout only. So, sun is the best purifier. And the sun is none other than the element of fire. So, here what we see is Bhavanaha, Bhavatam Asmi. But among the purifiers, here he says, I am wind. This is interesting. Fire all right. We say water is okay, then earth is fine. But what is wind? How does he purify? See, wind here does not mean the air that it is going around. That is prana. This prana is energy. We'll see in Prashnopanishad, we'll be discussing that next week. And this energy or the prana is a very subtle purifier. It is not the gross purifier. When you take the pranayama, when you are doing, basically it is not the air that you are taking in, even though it appears as air. It is the external energy which is necessary for your body to rejuvenate. You are taking it in. And it goes and purifies the entire body. That is why pranayama is considered as one of the best way to energize your mind. It is not only physical body it energizes the mind as well. And as you know, Pavana Kumar, when he is there, Shri Guru Charana Sarojaraja Nijamana Mukura Sudari Bharana Vragubara Vimala Jasu Jodhayak Palachari. That Pavana Kumar Hanumanji, he could even bring great joy to God. Forget about a human being. Even Bhagavan is taken care by him. So that Pavana. And he was interesting that being the product or son of air, he even tried to consume fire. Is it not? Can the fire exist without the air? Fire cannot exist without air. That is to prove that air is necessary even for fire to exist. And fire alone causes the water, water alone causes the earth. So therefore, among the purifiers, he is the greatest one. Even though fire externally considered to be the one most intensely purifying, but the air is subtler than that. Therefore here, Pavana Pavatam Asmi, and then Rama Shastrabhridam Aham. Shastrabhrid. As I have told you in the previous Ayudanam, earlier we have seen in one of the verses there, Bhagavan said, Ayudanam Aham Vajram. So Ayuda, I have given you three kinds of Ayudas are there. Praharanani, Pani Muktani, Yantra Muktani. Which are held in the hand, which are released from the hand, which are released from an equipment. That which is held in the hand is called Shastra. That which is released from the hand is called Astra. A missile is an Astra, whereas a sword is a Shastra, held in the hand. So, Bhagavan Vishnu had held his bow and arrow as well as the sword all the time. Even though he was sent away to the forest by, as you saw yesterday also we had a wonderful demonstration of the story. Even though he was sent away to the forest, but he never lost sight of his Kshatriya dharma. He always felt that even if I am sent away from the kingdom, I may not be the king, but I am a Kshatriya all the time. And the Kshatriya Swabhava is Brahmana Rakshanam. Protecting the knowledge, protecting the wielders or the sustainers of knowledge. It is interesting in the system of division of labor, the knowledge is given the highest importance. So Brahmanaha, they are the Vidyadharaha. those who are having the knowledge. And knowledge by itself definitely is the greatest virtue for anybody in any country or any society or a community. Most important people are those who know what the right thing to do and guide others accordingly. So a king has to be guided by the right set of counsel, otherwise there will be a problem. People around him must be, even if he is stupid, but people around him must be intelligent. So those people who are the Brahmana does not mean by birth, by knowledge. And the Kshatriya Dharma is to protect them. To protect the interest of the people who are men of knowledge, and they may not be earning for themselves, because their only job is to guide others, make sure that the morality and ethics in everything is maintained. They may not be making money, they may not be having the physical strength to protect themselves. So Kshatriyas are to protect. Kshatriya plays a very important role. They have to protect the knowledge as well as the wealth. So Vaishyas, even though they are the producers of prosperity, but they are not people who take the weapon and protect themselves. So therefore, the important role played by a Kshatriya is to protect the knowledge, which is important for this wealth, the spiritual wealth as well as the cultural wealth of a society, and at the same time, the prosperity which is produced by the Vaishyas also to be protected. So, Bhagavan Ram, even though he was sent to forest, he always wielded weapons. And Sita was a little uncomfortable about it. It comes in Valmiki Ramayana. Sita ji was a little uncomfortable about him carrying weapon all the time. She said, you see, I have understood. She is also given every chance to speak. In the olden times, women are given all the liberty and freedom to speak their words, speak their mind. She says to Rama once, see, I have heard there are three different situations where a person can go wrong. Dharma brashtaha bhavati, deviated from dharma. The reason, the first possible situation is where a person is interested in some other woman in his life than his wife. So that is possible that a person will do wrong things at that time. This is first one. Second one is where a person would speak of anything other than truth by saying something which is not true, and he has to maintain that. Therefore, it multiplies into a lot of deviation from dharma. The third one is that becoming inimical to someone for no reason. Without any reason, becoming so hateful of others. And that is the most dangerous one. These three possibilities are there. And among these three, I consider that you would not be a person who would ever speak anything other than the truth, which I know. You are Satya Vigraha, Satyavan Rama, Satya Dhrutaha, Satya Nishtaha. You are a person who would say, and what you say is what you do. And you have given, even though your father has given a promise, that you maintained it. So I have no doubt that you are a man of Satya Vrataha. So I have no doubt about that. Second, possibility of second is which are the first one, which were, and whatever you put it, that you are interested in some other woman. No, I know that. You are taking care of me and I am the most beloved of you, so you do not do such things. The third one is where I am a little confused. There is no enemy for you in the forest. You have come here, you are not a part of this forest. Yet, you are carrying a weapon. The problem is that somebody may probably, when you meet them, you don't like them, you probably attack. Rama is smiling at you. What are you saying? How do I do that? You see, there was a story I heard. Once there was a great tapasvi who was meditating, very pure soul, very sattvic. And when this person was intensely doing the tapas, Indra got little alarmed. Because when anybody does such a tapas, Indra's position is shaken. So Indra got alarmed, so he came as a hunter down, and then he came down to him and said, as a hunter, he said, I am going deeper into the forest, but I am carrying bow and arrow. I have a sword, which I am not able to carry in this dense forest. I'll leave it with you. I'll come back and take it with you, from you. And he went and disappeared. This tapasvi being a very honest person, now his mind cannot be, he's constantly looking at the sword, if anybody is taking, because it is just an open place where he was living in a small hut. Anybody can take it away. So wherever he went, he was carrying that. Though it is not his, because he was given entrusted that, so he was carrying it. And even when you are going for a bath and you'll put there, take a bath and come back and take it. And he was doing tapas also, once in a while he'll keep looking at it. So his mind got deviated. And once he was walking alone in the forest, at that time he heard some sound next to him in a bush. Immediately his hand went to the sword and he cut it. Poor thing is a little innocent animal, a deer, was killed by him, and he felt so bad, regretted. He never thought of injuring any being in the world, but because the weapon was in his hand and he had access to it, even though he had been doing tapas such intensely, but externally that weapon had influenced his mind, and when he felt dangerous, he used it. This we have to tell as a story to the National Rifles Association. When you have the weapon, there is always the intention to use it. At least for just like a joy. I just want to find out whether it's working or not. Why don't you stand in front of me? I want to see whether it's working or not. So he started to feel bad, but he was then further, his action was punished by spending some years in the hell, etc. Some not years, some lives. So now, telling this to Ram, so you are carrying a weapon, for what sake? You don't have any enemies here hanging around. So Rama has smiled and said, see, even though I do not have any enemies of my own, but anybody inimical to a Brahmana is an enemy to me. I am here to protect the interest of these rishis. That is the reason why you may remember, Vishwamitra took him before itself to protect his yajna, to show later on you may have to do this in your life when you are sent to forest, but he didn't tell him at that time. You may be sent to forest at that time, what is your job would be 14 years. Make sure that none of these unwanted elements come anywhere near yajna yaga, the karmas being conducted by the rishis, and you have to protect them. So Bhagavan Rama said, even though I don't have any enemy of my own, but yet I need to protect the interest of these brahmanas who are protecting the wealth of the nation, knowledge wealth of the nation. Therefore, I need to carry that. Ever he carried his shastra. That's why he says, Shastra Bradam Vara. Even I am the best among these Shastra Bradam Aham. Jashanam Makaraschasmi. I am among the aquatic creatures. Jashanam Makaraha. Makara means shark. Shark, as you know, is the largest possible. Whale maybe is one, but shark is more dangerous, more well known, more predominant. Shark I am among the, because he said Murgana Murgarendrovam. Similarly, Jashanam Makaras. The best, he always takes the best to himself. And you also know that in the Prathama avatar of the Lord was what? Yeah, Matsya was his avatar. As he was a little fish, but then went on growing. And as you know the story, he became the huge shark and then picked up all the things. Srotasam asmi Jahnavi. Among the rivers, I am Janhavi. It can be Janhavi or Jahnavi, both are one and the same. Jagnu Maharishi was meditating and he was very intense tapas. At that time, only Bhagirath had requested for the Ganges to come down from the heavens to the world, to the earth. And she was very unhappy. I am happily staying there in my mother's home. Now I have to go to mother-in-law's home. Oh, she was very unhappy when Bhagirath was meditating and requested Brahma to send Ganga down. So she made a lot of sound. She made sure that she really comes with a force. If you go to Gangotri, you would realize that, how forcefully it's coming down. That is only 1/100th or 1,000th of her real strength. She is coming so fast. So Jagnu Maharishi was meditating and he heard this terrible sound with which she's coming. So he opened the eyes and, who is this making so much sound here? So what he did was, he just swallowed her, taken on her. So then Bhagirath said, you took so much time for me to bring this Ganges down, and now she's making a lot of sound and he has taken it? No, he has to go. He went to Jagnu Maharishi. Please don't stop her, let her come. She's making too much of noise. We'll do something about it, please. So then he released it out of his ears. So that Jagnu Maharishi, from whom she came, therefore she is not Jahnavi. That's the reason why Jagnu Rishi's putra. Putri. Therefore she is known as Jahnavi. Like Janakasya putri Janaki. Jagnoho putri Jahnavi. Like that. So here she became, she was still fast. And then only Mahavan Shiva held her in the matterlocks, etc. So the Ganges is therefore known as the best among the rivers, Jahnavi. Continuing, Sarganamaadirantascha Madhyam Chaivahamarjuna Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam Vada Pravadatam Aham Sarganamasmi Zarganamadirantascha Madhyam Chaivahamarjuna Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam Vada Pravadatamaham. Earlier he has said that I am the very origin of all living beings. Aham Adischa Madhyancha Bhutanam Antayevacha. First time when Arjuna asked, how do I meditate upon you as what? Aham Atma, he Gudakesha. Sarva Bhuta Ashaya Stita. I am staying in everybody's heart. I am the beginning, middle and end of all living beings. Aham Adischa Madhyancha Bhutanam Antayevacha. Aham Atma, the self. What happened? Okay. Atma means the one which you consider as you. Main hoon. Main hoon, when you say I am, it is not referring to only the physical body. Obviously, you may refer to your physical body also when you are in the waking state. But in the dream also you say Main hoon. In the dream also you are there or not. Yeah? At that time you are not identified with this physical body. In the dream you are running, but not with this physical body. In the dream you are screaming, not with this physical mouth. In the dream you are eating. The dream you are smelling. This is not used. This is left to rest. While you have continued to engage in walking and talking and speaking and eating and running and all that you do, even in the state of sleep. That means in this physical body, even though you are now presently there, but who are you? Even in the dream, I am not in this body. Meaning, I am not operating through this body. Then when you say I am at that point, whom are you referring to as I am? Body. In the same way, when you go to the state of deep sleep also, you experience the sleep, no? Not somebody else told you that you slept. At that time, I am not even aware of the thoughts and emotions in my mind. Still I say, I slept. What is that I there? Who is that I? Is it the body? Is it the thought or emotion? Or who is that I? So when you inquire upon that, you realize that this aham, when you say, it is not a particular part of the body, not a particular thought or emotion. It is called awareness. Awareness does not have any dimension or shape or a form or any other qualities like that. They all belong to all that we identify with. For example, this BMA chart is like this. Am I agitated about that? Yes, I am. But that is not me, right? When I identify with that, then I get very upset about it. Similarly, physical body, yes, we take care of everything else. But as it goes old, etc., if you say, oh, I can't do anything, you can go on crying about that also. I am not this. Let me keep doing what I am supposed to do. That's how Gurudev was. 24% of his art working, he was roaring from the stage with no care about this physical body. It is there, it is coming with me, along with me. That's what he would say. This body is coming with me. I am not that. So that Atman, when you say the self, is not associated really as part of the body or the mind or the intellect. So when he referred as Aham Atma, Gudakesha, Sarva Bhuta Ashayastita. Where there he said, I am the self of all living beings. Here he says, I am the beginning of all things. Sargana. Srj means to srishti. Srj, srijate means to create. Sarga means that which is created. Sarga includes not only the living beings, it includes non-living beings also. See, I know I am, but this table doesn't know it is. But we enjoy the same level of reality at this point, isn't it? You see me and you see this also. What is the difference between me, the one who is sitting here, and on which I am sitting? There must be some difference, tell me. What is the difference between this table and me? Table looks good. Table is innocent. Table has a lot of patience sitting next to you. No, table is, I am alive, I hope you understand, alive, not inert thing, but this is inert. But both of them are Sat. Sat means they are, it is. So it's in the state of Sat, Sat Avasthayam, in the state of Sat, all of them are enjoying the same level of reality. Everyone, everything is. That very presence, the isness, is what is referred by Bhagavan as Aham Adihi. Sarganam Adihi. Sadeva Saumye Idamagra Asid. Sad Eva, existence alone. Saumye. Oh, good looking one. Idam, here, Agre, in the beginning. Asid. Existence alone was there in the beginning, with no particular form or shape. What was your face before you were born? You had a face? You had a face? When you are just a fetus in the womb of the mother, what was your face? Huh? All the pregnant mothers are so interested to find out what is going on, and then when they get the first, what is it? Ultrasound. I have not gone through that. Ultrasound. She's looking like your mother, my grandfather. There's no particular. What form? What face you see? Yeah. But were you there or not? You had eyes, nose, tongue, hands, legs. They all came much later, formations. But what was you then? A bundle of flesh. Or more further is nothing but a dense energy sitting there. That's what we are. What? The forming came much later. So Adihi, when you say, in the beginning there was no particular shape or a form of matter. It is a pure energy, pure existence. That is what he is referring to here. Sarganam aham Adihi. Sarganam Adihi. And I am also Anta. At the end, everything goes to become the same condition. Like if you are making a beautiful form of Rama out of a golden, you've taken gold and then somebody is making a form of Sri Rama. Before the form was made, it was just a golden solution. And then this beautiful form is made. Afterwards, you decided to melt that and make Krishna out of it. Melt it down means what? There is again, it is a shapeless form. In the same way, in the beginning of the creation, a pure existence alone was. At the end of creation, pure existence alone would be. Aham, therefore, sarganam adihi, antascha, madhyam api. Beginning also. If I am the beginning, I am the end, middle word, I disappear. Therefore, sarganam adirantascha, madhyam cha, eva aham arjuna. So, not only the living beings, but all matter. The beginning, middle, and the end I am. Other than me, there is nothing. This is matta paradaram na anyat kinchidasti jananjaya. Mai sarvamidam protam srote manigana iva. As he said before in the 9th chapter itself. And this understanding of my existence as Sat, pure existence, consciousness and bliss, is called Adhyatma Vidya. Atma Pradhanam yasmin shastre tad Adhyatma Shastram idi katyate. That which is the subject matter Atman is where that Shastra is known as Adhyatma Shastra. Adhya means Pradhana. Adhyatma means Pradhanatvat, Atma eva Pradhanam, tasmat Adhyatma. When you are learning about the self, that is called self-knowledge, otherwise known as Adhyatma Jnana. So, Adhyatma Vidyanam. Among the knowledge, the most profound knowledge is self-knowledge, not shelf-knowledge. Okay? Don't take the book and put it in the shelf, then become shelf-knowledge. Knowledge about oneself. It's interesting, we know everything but not about ourselves. It's the greatest mystery of the things. I know everyone, but I don't know about who I am. Such a miserable existence. And that is the reason why when you get upset and angry, we do not know how to handle that. See, if you are angry, I can say something, do something. If I am angry, what do I do? We are very good in advising others. When somebody is sad, no, don't be sad. Everything, this happens to everyone. When you are upset, it happens to me. You don't say that. You look for some immediate, somebody to cry. Why don't you just tell? It happens to everyone. So, and if you have that knowledge, that's called Adhyatma Jnana. If you are able to handle your own imperfections and impurities and sorrows, depressions, dejections, disappointments, that is to know who really I am, based upon which I consider all others as tuchhameva. It's just subject to change. So, here Adhyatma Vidya Vidyana. Among the knowledge, the best is Yasminya Jnate Sarvamidam Vijnadam Bhavati. In the Upanishad, this is Yajnatma Sarvamidam Vijnadam Bhavati. Oh, Bruhi, oh, my Guru, please teach me that knowledge. Having known which, there is nothing more to be known, or anything more known will not be equal to that knowledge. When we are very busy in this world, of professional world where you are working, after some time when you start to wind down. When you, what do you call that? Step down, or what is it called? Downsize. Really, size also has to become down. Because what happens is, as 50, 60, downsizing, the upsizing going on. Interesting people, I have met. Once they reach 40, 50, they buy new house with 5 bedrooms. Are you? Why do you need? When the children are there, they were living in a 2 bedroom. And the children are gone to university, 5 bedroom. What are you going to do with that? Swamiji, tax, tax. Instead of downsizing, they upsize only. So, when you are thus living in this world, very busy with your own professional challenges and other things, when those challenges are over, you are replaced by somebody else. Then in the company or your own wherever you are working, they very diplomatically say that I think you are very senior, you go home. Because they want for a cheap labor, they want to get somebody who is doing more or less your job, maybe more efficiently, for a lesser price. At that time, when you have no more external challenges, the inner challenges will begin. It is already there, but you are not noticing that. Suddenly you look at, I am living with this person for so long, I don't know why. The basic middle-age crisis will start. So at that time, what is most crucial, most important that you should know is how to keep your mind engaged in the higher thinking. At that time, don't start. Begin and engage in that, so that when you have external challenges are over, when the inner challenges start to appear, you are ready for it. So also with the physical body, if you have never cared about the body and it is health, and then when you reach 50, 60, Madhya Pradesh is huge. You have to deal with that. At that time, don't go for, what do you call that? 4 times you do, I'm done. So, when the mind has become so agitated, disturbed, and nobody is cared about that also. Nobody is there to help. So, when the mind, before it reaches the senile condition, the strength of awareness has to be built. Therefore, Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam, and then he says very interesting, Vada Pravadatam Aham. Among the arguments, I am Vada. There are 3 things are there, Vada, Jalpa and Vitanda. Vada is where Vada is necessary. In any discussion, 2 or more people, they are engaged in finding out what is the truth. Then it is called Vada. When mutually we discuss about that, it is called Samvada. See, I have an opinion, you have an opinion. We both are trying to find out which one is right or what is that which is the correct one. Then it is Vada. When I and you discuss about it and then come to a conclusion, it's in that very conversation is known as Samvada. But if I am not interested in finding the truth, but I want to prove that you are wrong, it is called Jalpa. Some people keep the name Jalpa also. Can you believe that? What's your name, Jalpa? Unnecessary talking. It's called Jalpa. And Vidanda is where I am not at all interested in the truth, not at all interested in proving you wrong, but whatever I say is right. It doesn't matter what you think. That's called Vitanda. Vidanta means where I am not interested in anything. But what I am saying is right. Even if you prove me wrong, but I am right. But Bhagavan says, among these, I am Vada. Vada means I am the one which is meant for finding out what the truth is. Continuing. Akara aksharanam akarosmi. Dvandvasamasika cha ahamevakshayak kalaha Dataham Vishwato Mukaha Aksharanam Akarosmi Dvandva Samasikasya Cha Ahameva Kshayakalaha Dataham Vishwato Mukaha. Akshara means that which doesn't perish. Ksharam na vidyate iti aksharam, aksharaha. Kshar means to perish, get diminished. And letters are considered as akshara. I have explained to this before also. Aksharanam, among the letters, aham ak. All words start, all languages start with the letter a. Akaro sarvo vak, it is said. All languages begin with the sound a. Isn't it? You may say in English a, but in all languages, the moment you open the mouth, the sound that comes is a. From there only all other words. So he says aksharanam akara asmi. In Sanskrit especially, they are the consonants and vowels. So when you say ka, it is actually k plus a. K has no meaning. Only when it is associated with a vowel, it becomes a complete letter. Ka, when you say, obviously ik plus a is added there. Then from there only ik, and you extend it become ka. So beginning of everything, the vowel starting with a. So therefore here he says, aksharanam akarosmi. Not only in the human languages, any other birds and any other language, the moment they open the mouth, the sound that begins with is a. So in all the languages communication, the first letter a is I am. Dvandva samasikatsya cha. Sanskrit is a language which is a poetic by nature. Many possibilities are there, and that's why it's very rich in its usage. Like for example, if I say Rama and Krishna, Lakshmana, both are sons of Dasharatha. How do you write in English? Rama and Lakshmana are the sons of Dasharatha. Right? Rama Lakshmanau Dasharatha Putrau. So this is abridged, compounded. Dasharathasya putrau, Dasharatha putrau, Ramascha Lakshmanascha Rama Lakshmanau. It is to say, this is called Dvandva Samas, a compound which gives importance to two words which have our equal importance. Ramaha api Dasharatha putraha, Lakshmanaha api Dasharatha putraha. So together if you want to say Rama Lakshmanau Dasharatha putrau. So this way of using two words coming together which are having equal importance is called Dvandva Samasa. The various other samasas are also there. Samaji, you said samas or samosa? No. Samasa. Samasa means coming together in the same way. In one particular compound, both of them have got the equal footing of meaning or importance. One will have first word will have greater importance than the second one. That is another samas. Last one will have more importance than the first one. That's another samas. These two together is indicating something else is another samas. So there are various different divisions are there. So here he says among them, aham dvandva samasa. Meaning, I give equal importance to me as well as my devotee. That is why he says Dvandva. Dvandva means two, dual. Among the samas, I am the Dvandva samasa. Aham eva akshaya kala. Akshaya means again imperishable, kala time. It is interesting if you look at Bhagavatam as a scripture. Bhagavan Vishnu, when he engaged in Pralaya and he had consumed the entire universe into himself, and when he is thus in the lying at the what do you call that? the leaves of the people tree and lying there as in a mass ocean of existence alone, at that time, there was one thing which he kept outside himself to remind him about the next creation, and the one which he kept outside himself to make him remember about the creation is Kala. The time kept there. So that he'll remind, hey Bhagavan, now next creation is pending. Start. Then Brahma is again, then the whole thing starts. So Akshaya Kala. The time, not the time which we know as the one which is calculated because of the sun, but the time as an independent entity is kept. It's abstract, all right, but that is how it is understood. Akshaya Kalaha Dataham Vishwato Mukaha. Data means giver, meaning Karma Phala Data, the one who is maintaining the law of causation, law of action. Vishwato Mukha, from having my face all over, meaning I, the one who understands, earlier in another part, Bhagavan Krishna states in Gita, that Vedaham Samaditani, I know all beings, of all past of every being. Vedaham Samaditani, Vyaktamadhyani, all living beings, their presence also. Vedaham Samatitani, I, the one who is the awarer of all things of the past of all beings. Vartamanani Charjana, of the present situation. Bhavishyani Chabhutani, and also the future of all beings. Mam tu Vedana Kaschana, no one actually knows me. Meaning, the one who knows the past of all beings and the presence of all beings, why they are here and what will be their future. And such a one alone can give the true result of their actions. So I am aware from all sides, Vishwato Mukha, from all angles. So when you say, I did this, so Swamiji, this particular karma or action I did, but why the result is not there? It is not what you did today that determines the result tomorrow. What you did yesterday also counts. See, if you fought with somebody yesterday and today you smile at that person, do you think that person will smile at you? How are you? Even though you are full of smile, that person will be what? Will be thinking about what you did yesterday. So today I smiled and you didn't smile. I didn't smile because what you did yesterday. So yesterday what you did counts in the present reaction to the present situation. In the same way, what I am doing in this life is not only the result of that will be exactly part of what I did now. No. The previous one also will come into the picture. That also matters here. And the same way, what you did today not necessarily will happen immediately. It may be even much later. So we must keep in mind that every situation, the result of which is not necessarily an immediate past. It can be the previous day, previous life, all that counts. So therefore he says, Vishwato Mukham, I become the one who is the giver of the result of action from looking at from different angles of view. So every jiva is given the result of their action not from the situation there, but from all angles, what all that person has been, and that will result in today's experience. That's why it is better to say at all times, Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkhavat bhaved. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru Pyo